The other
be
day,
lovely.
I did, yeah.
I
that
don't
she
know
wants
if
is another
anyone's
baby.
going to be watching tonight because.
Oh, we didn't actually tell them.
I
put it on Instagram.
Yeah, I put it
I
on
put
the
it on the
Discord.
Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. Then.
Oh, that she wants is another
Can
baby.
you stop singing that song?
No.
Because I swear to God, you're just singing the one line, and then I'm going to be lying awake at 4 o'clock in the morning. And,
Whoa, hang on. That's
Also,
not my
we
voice.
do
It's close,
not.
but it's not accurate.
We do not want a copyright strike.
I mean,
Yes.
thank you for your confidence in my ability, but I'm not ace of base.
Yeah, but you know, it's
Oh yeah, it's working.
We're live. I've just got the notification.
okay. So we're live. Everything's okay.
Oh, wait! Hurrah!
Hooray!
I mean, we're not starting yet. We've still
So
got
it's about 7
we're
seconds.
starting
Oh, we got
over.
3 people watching though.
Really already.
Yeah, we
Hold
got-
on. Is it you
Yeah, but
three?
is one of them Hannah?
Yeah, and the other one is me.
And then the other one's Steph. Yeah, that's.
No, I didn't log on, so we have got someone.
No, it's probably just like one of the many bots.
Oh.
Many bots, many bots,
There's,
many bots.
there's a lot of problems going on Twitch at the moment. Have you heard?
Yeah, these hate
No.
raids and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
Molly.
Hey!
Hi, Molly.
Molly, aren't you on a train with the wheelie one
Choo,
at the moment?
choo choo. Oh, the little choo choo. Little choo choo.
Hola.
Little choo choo. Steph,
Are you well?
I said I'm on just finished day 8 of 11 straight working through.
That should be illegal.
It's not.
It should be, is what I'm
I've
saying.
got, I'm getting time off in lieu. So that's
We
fine.
have been ruled by the Conservatives for 11 years. That's probably got something to do with it.
Meow 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 mew. Oh yeah, I'm being recorded.
Yeah,
Oh
Molly.
yeah, shit.
Molly, are you on a train with the wheelie one? Or
What?
The wheelie one. That's what he calls
The
himself
wheelie
on
one.
Discord. The
Wow.
wheelie one.
Should we just take we're starting on a bit off because this is probably gonna be like today, isn't it?
This is
Yes,
probably the whole.
we're on a train.
We're
Yes.
on a boat. Ooh.
But, oh my god, a butt. That's in the chat.
Because Mikey
Let's
does
see
have a
chat.
link to get into this, so we.
His phone is being incredibly
Incredibly
shitty.
Damn.
I mean, you could always join on your phone, Mol.
But then Molly can't send us nice little messages.
That's true,
Yeah.
and our viewer count will go down by one.
We're going down by a
This is the
quarter.
most important thing.
We can't afford to hemorrhage that many viewers. One.
We are
Oh,
the only people
me
on
show.
Twitch who are begging for a hate raid.
Yeah.
Come
Oh, I
in,
hope a hate
come
raid
in.
comes along.
we honestly wouldn't give a shit. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, we'd be like, come on, say some stuff so we can tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Cross-country Wi-Fi, that's your problem.
It sure is.
Shocking.
I took a photo of on Arriva trains because Arriva trains, of course, being
Ugh,
Welsh. Well, they're not, are they? They're French.
they're not
German, aren't
German.
they?
Yeah.
And it was free Wi-Fi. Was something like Adam Didum or something like that. It was quite. I'm
Oh,
just
in
looking-
Welsh.
Yeah. And I thought that was just lovely.
Oh,
It's just lovely.
I was
lush.
really confused. I was like, how's Dave got some really cool like synthwave in the background of this? And I just realized I put my Spotify on. I was like,
The rest of us cannot hear that.
What was it playing, Adam? What?
it is playing The Last Man on Earth by Neon Knox.
Don't know it at all. Never heard of it.
It's good.
Oh, okay. It's obviously very popular in that there, Leicester.
It's just on a synthwave synthwave playlist on Spotify.
Other music streaming services are available.
Yeah, but they're shit though, aren't they?
Yeah. Not on cross-country Wi-Fi, they're not.
No.
They're not available.
Don't try
at
and
all.
stream anything.
Don't-
No.
oh,
Oh,
God, no.
God. Yeah.
I maxed out my Wi-Fi on Edinburgh Buzzies when I was up there for the festival because you get free Wi-Fi on the Buzzies, and about 6 o'clock of the night it kind of went, you're not looking at anything else.
Yeah. Like, you've had, that's enough.
Yes.
That's plenty.
You've looked at
That's
the
all the
Guardian.
internet you need.
You've looked at the Guardian. You've looked at Twitter. There's nothing else you need to look
Yeah.
at.
During the Fringe, that's all we've got.
Are you looking at the PBH app?
let's-
Don't.
Mm, no. No. You're all so pixelated. Oh, Molly.
Molly.
Yeah, that.
I look
that
better in pixels.
I'm assuming we're pixelated because she's on cross-country Wi-Fi, which is shit.
It doesn't
Also-
look pixelated on mine at the
this
moment.
is why I think it's not us. It's not anything.
Yeah,
we
we're,
can
we're
do.
fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, Adam. Shall we start? Let's start.
Yeah. We sort of started anyway, haven't we?
We've started.
Yeah!
We're back. H is here. Hi, H.
Yeah!
Mike is not with us because he's on a train with Molly.
Lloydie!
Lloyd is here as well.
Yay!
Oh, cool. We've got real people joining us this
Some.
evening.
Oh, it's a party.
Tonight, you may notice the screen's looking different because we've gone back to Google Meet, and the last time we tried that, my laptop melted. But fingers crossed, it's all okay, and that's basically all we're doing tonight is just making sure that this doesn't destroy my laptop.
We should probably say as well that, like, oh look, it's Monday.
Oh yes, we're moving to Monday because
Yeah.
Tuesdays are very popular on the improv and poetry and spoken word forums.
Essentially, what you're saying is you three and Mike have better stuff to do.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm still free on a Tuesday.
We're all making money on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
We've got to hustle.
So you're all with your other friends on a Tuesday. It's cool.
You've got your cats.
Shut up.
Yeah, Steph.
And also, Rough Draft is
I
on
call someone
Tuesday.
single without calling them single. Thanks, Owen. Yeah.
Hey, it's fine. You can't tell you got cats. At least you brush like your clothes off. I don't even bother with that.
Oh.
I went to an event today. Took my coat off, and I looked at the back of my coat. And the back of my coat was just enough hair there to make a cat. It was just covered. I was like, I've walked in, and I've spoken to loads of good.
If you did a crime, then Sherlock Holmes could work out your guilt from shit like
They'd
that.
think Pixie had done it.
Well, there you go.
Maybe she had.
Maybe I would not put it past her. She has got her little claws are not little and they're sharp as fucking razors. And
She's
you
got
go,
like an innocent face, but like also she's got like a gravitas to her that you would
Right.
believe she'd be capable of great evil. Yeah.
what I love is that she knows her claws are too spacey because she's like ang, 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 ang. I'm like, okay, I'll trim them. And she's like, no. I know how to bite them so they get sharper.
Did I tell you
See,
about?
Jasper's fully capable of murder, but there's not a single thought that goes on in Milo's head. So I don't think you can plan a crime even if you wanted to.
Did I tell you
Yeah.
about my boss's cat, who has
No.
a Facebook page?
Don't think so.
No.
Okay, so my boss's cat has got a Facebook page, but it's not
Called?
it's not my boss who's looking after. My boss didn't set the Facebook page up.
What?
He's right. I don't know what
Wait.
it's called on Facebook, but it's
The
basically
cat do it?
Charlie the cat from Morrison's. So the Morrison's in Penderford, yeah. He lives nearby, and the cat goes and sits in the entrance to Morrison's, and people
Oh.
just feed.
I've
the
heard
cat.
about this cat.
Oh my god, Dave's linked to a famous cat.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this on? It's on Facebook.
I believe so.
Is
But yeah,
Also,
Is that
Rachel's
it?
here. Hi, Rachel. Hi.
yes.
George
George.
the Morrison cat. I already
George the
followed this
Morrison
page.
cat.
Oh my god.
So every so often, if like we're at my mate's house and he'll go, "Oh, we'll go over to Morrison's for the meal deal." We'll go over and there's his cat sitting on the bags of compost in the entrance, and there's all cat treats all on the floor. And my mate scoops them all up and throws them in the bin because he says the problem is the cat eats all them, comes home, eats the food, and then throws up everywhere.
Oh God,
'Cause
because
that's
he's
what
had
a cat
too many
does.
treats.
He even
He's so-
said to
he's so
Morrison's.
gorgeous.
He even said to Morrison's, "Can we put a sign up saying please don't feed the cat?" And they went, "Oh no, health and safety."
He sleeps in the
Surely,
trolley.
if the cat is sick all over their floor, that's more of a health and safety risk.
Do you know
than
the
a
trolleys
sign.
that have the seats for babies? He sleeps in the seats.
There was a picture of him sleeping
What?
on the barbecue.
Oh God, his little face.
But yeah, and he doesn't know who set up this Facebook
It's like a
page.
tribute
It's someone
to-
who went to Morrison's. Also, my ex dentist, he has a cat, and the cat's on Twitter, and he gave the Twitter account details to his next door neighbour. So he has arguments with his cat on Twitter.
That's amazing. That's
You're-
a different level of insane.
Sorry, you're all looking at George the cat now, aren't you?
Yeah, the stream's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
No,
we're
I'm
just-
talking to people. I'm in the chat. I'm doing my job here. You all carry on.
Oh, Rachel's here as well. Hello, Rachel.
Hannah says that she's petitioning for a theatre cat, which I am 100% behind. If you need a petition, I will sign it.
As someone who's
We need-
allergic to cats,
Every theatre needs a ghost and a cat.
Yeah,
You're not
because the
allergic to
cat has to
cats,
chase the
Dave?
ghost.
Yes.
if
Are you allergic to
You're allergic
ghosts,
to cats.
Dave?
if it was a
You're
ghost
allergic
cat,
to cats.
yes,
Spit.
I'm allergic to cats, but I don't think I'm allergic to ghosts. And I'm fairly.
What about
certain,
ghost cat?
Yeah, ghost cats. I think I'll be
Yeah.
okay. So if you got a cat and then killed it, so it could then haunt the thing. Look at Steph's face.
No, because that involves. Right, the very first step of that process is killing a cat.
Well, it's procuring a cat that you're fine with murdering. That's step one, which is almost
On
worse.
some days, that's very easy.
I never want to murder my cat, but he does want to murder me a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your cat you'd end
Oh,
up being
yeah.
you'd end up being the theatre.
I
ghost.
would be the ghost. Yeah.
And Tormund would be like,
Meow.
I don't know how it happened.
Paws dripping with blood.
We've got this
Oh!
new cat that's joined the neighbourhood, right? And my mum started calling him Mr. Bojangles because he's got a massive bell on his collar, right? But it's like huge, and it's a tiny little cat. It's a little tabby cat, but with this giant, like almost like a cowbell. And it started just wandering in and being like, "All right, I've just come for my dinner. Is that all right?" And just like eating Tormund's food, and we're all like, "Hello." And it's like, I'll just have a bit out of this drinking fountain that Tormund has tested like once and never touched again, and it just sits there in the corner. This little cat's all like, "I'll have a little drink." Oh, came back for its breakfast again this morning. I was like, do we have another cat? Is this?
Aw.
Are you sure it's not actually a tiny cow?
It
Who
could be.
has been chosen.
He's got big cow energy because he's dead chill.
Oh yes, famous big cow energy.
Yeah, because cows are just like, all right, I'm in a field.
Right.
And he's just like, all right, I'm in your house. I'm eating all the food you've put down for your own cat.
Did I tell you about the near-death experience I had with dearest Jasper over our summer break?
Is it a story? Do you need to save it for one of the
No,
stories?
it's not a story. It's not going to take very long to tell.
Dear
But as we're
Jasper.
talking about cats, I thought I'd tell you about how Jasper nearly lost his head
Yeah, sure.
as I potentially separated it from his body.
Oh golly
Like-
gosh, and ahoy!
At like 6:30 in the morning, I accidentally left my alarm on, my work alarm. I was disgusted with myself. And so I turned over to like switch it off. But if Jasper so much as hears me like move, he's like, breakfast. So he'd run across the bed, jumped on the windowsill, and then he likes to get himself through the blinds and then watch everybody go to work. Because I honestly should have named that cat Neighbourhood Watch. He just likes to sit through the window and judge people. So like he'd gone through he'd gone through and he got himself stuck because as much as I only feed him what the vet gives me, he's a chunky boy. So he's mega chunk. He lay
what
down
he's
the other
like.
day and he looked like he'd melted. I was like, oh no.
That's what happens when
Oh,
I lie
dear.
down. To be fair.
I don't want to agree with that because that sounds mean. So he tried to get through the blind and obviously got his foot stuck. And I was like, "Oh, my precious baby, I shall help you." And as he suddenly went, "I'm stuck," he tried to back out of the blind, but my blinds are like fixed wooden blinds. So as he backed out, the blind swung out, and so did he. So he was dangling from his ankle like some furry Christmas bauble of death. And I was like, "No, I shall save you." Well, I went to just like scoop him onto the windowsill, but as I got my hand near him, he went, "An attempt on my life!" And he went for me. So it was just like proper like, and then I've got all like claw marks down my arm and everything. So I scooped him and put him on the windowsill. But you know when like you don't register pain straight away.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh,
that was the years 0 to 20.
Silly boy." And then he got himself free and he ran away. I went, "Oh, why is my hand wet?" As I lifted it up, and I swear to God, I've just got blood all going down my arm. So I went and patched myself up. I bled through 3 plasters. I was very traumatized.
Ooh, that's not a good thing.
No.
When they get you like that, it's something to do with the claws, like how they get you. It's not a cut, it's a tear, and that's why it hurts so much.
Yeah, and the fact that he bit through my finger.
I'm sorry.
Business.
He bit through.
Yeah, he bit through my finger. Like here, he got like the very edge of it, but like there was definitely a tooth mark in that side. And definitely a tooth mark in that side. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they're connecting. So, yeah. So I sorted myself out and then changed my plaster several times. But about half an hour later, I was still sat in bed very cross with him. Milo had come in like, "I just want you to know that I had nothing to do with it. And I, hope
I do not condone my people's actions."
Yeah. I am the little brother in this situation. I am blameless. But all of a sudden I spotted like half out the door frame. He was just like, "Hey,
it's like that bit in Black Books where he puts his head through the curtain, like.
Yeah, like, I'm probably like, I don't know what happened. Like, I was scared. You got bit. Like. There's no real blame in this scenario.
Yeah, some biting happened.
It was
we can't really say who
It was a
bit
victimless
who.
crime.
Yeah.
No one important got injured, and I'm okay. So I think we just let bygones be bygones. Meow, meow, meow. Pet me, bitch.
Honestly, we hid like this behind the door frame so I could only see half his face. And then when that didn't work, he went, "I shall be adorable," and lay like on his side, just staring me dead in the face in the doorway. And I was like, "No, nothing is forgiven. You should be grateful."
I think all is forgiven. Meow. Meow.
By the way, the food bowl is empty.
Look at my belly and fuss it. Meow, meow. Die. Meow.
What was Milo doing during all this?
Not, like I said, not a thought goes through that cat's head. So like he was oblivious to like the entire
It's just like cricket noise. He was just like staring at the wall. Just really happy, but also just really switched off.
His new favourite game is sit by the mirror and just go.
Oh.
Tormund does that. I had to turn my mirror around because he kept going up there and being like, "Fuck you, cat in the mirror. Fuck you. What are you doing?"
He doesn't fight it. He just does that.
Have you seen?
And then will look at me as though to go, "This is going to take a whole day. I'm just hoping you're aware."
You should put the 2 mirrors together in like a V, so you can sit in the middle, and then there'd be like a circle of them around. It'd be like,
oh no.
Oh, that's a great idea.
He's like an LSD cat. Like he can see colours.
Is it
well,
possible?
yeah.
Is it possible that a field over the road from your house has maybe got magic mushrooms on it?
Isn't it normal? Isn't it normal to see colours?
Yeah, but colours that aren't there.
I can see colours. Like, there's some.
Yeah, but colours that aren't generally there.
colours.
Oh,
Special colours.
I love the
Oh,
idea
yeah.
of a cat accidentally eating like magic mushrooms, just be like, oh my god, I met a goddess and she told me I'm in charge. Meow, meow, meow. Like, they wouldn't have this moment of seeing the whole world is connected. They'd be like, yes, we are the best. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I imagine it would just affirm what they already knew.
Yeah.
It's
Steph.
like the latest TikTok trend is to play like some, I don't even know what sort of instrument it is. I assume it's woodwind, but it's supposed to like trigger their like Egyptian like ancestry, and they're supposed to remember that they worshipped. And like a few of them, I swear to God, go and watch it, because a few of them are like, I've been activated.
Oh
like,
god.
they're, like proper like sleeper agents. It's brilliant. Like, worship me. Like, I'm waiting for the day a cat just yells kneel. Like,
Have you, it's like there's an old cartoon of like people watching news. And it's like, and today during the earthquake, thousands died, and the cat goes, I mean, meow.
There was that thing on TikTok for a while where it was like, oh, play this sound at your cat and it'll make them come to you. And it was like the noise of someone going like, brr, brr. And like there's all these videos of people's cats like looking around and running at the camera like, hi. So I played it at Tormund and he was like, and he just went, and then went back to what he was doing. He looked at me like with complete disgust.
What an
And
amazing
then went
Greg
back to
Davis
just licking
face
his
that
foot.
was. That was such a good Greg Davis face.
What's a really good It's like,
It's Tormund played by Greg Davis in all
He
of your
would be.
anecdotes.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
here's a question, and
no.
sorry, Dave, like you can't play. Who is your cat voiced by?
Oh, easy. Tormund sounds like a louche French Duke. Adam, if you will.
No, I can't. I'm giggling too much.
Don't do it. The one
got-
time
Just
that
to
my
see-
cat has ever met anyone, because like
I do not care what you are
that was his
talking about.
voice.
I am here to just be in charge. You need to shut your tiny mouth.
That's what he sounds like.
My name is Tormund, you prick.
Because he wouldn't come and say hello, but he went and sat like a little bit further away down the road and just
Yeah.
like lay down, like, yes,
And then he fucking like.
this is
went-
my neighborhood.
It was like Hannah's. It was Hannah's birthday, so we drove over and I dropped her off some Guinness because you know I'm basic.
Because we were in lockdown.
And then like your cat came and was like, "What the fuck are these people?
What
are they doing? We're in a fucking lockdown." And then it came back later and Tom was like, "I have got a rat in my mouth. I'm not going to show you what I'm doing with it." Like,
He just came stalking down the road
it's
from the
huge.
fields, like,
it could have been another cat, but it was definitely a rat. And he was like, "I have got. Would you like to see it?" Well, no, I do not care. I'm hiding behind a car.
Oh, you've all froze this end. Oh, you're back again now. Sorry, you all froze then, and now you come back.
Oh,
over.
fine.
So,
Yeah.
no, is this going to be the start of my laptop melting?
Hi, Doug Deans.
Yes, hi, Doug Deans.
Ripley starts squealing anytime her mum or Hannah is watching a cat feed. Like, you do not have any friends. I'm your only friend.
yeah, listen to me, I
Ripley-
can make those sounds. Stop cheating
When
on me.
Ripley comes in, Ripley kind of like just screams, and it always sounds like this, like because Ripley goes, "Ah, ah, 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 feeding, ah."
The best
It's
noise
like-
that she makes is when she just goes, woo. And you're like, woo.
It's like the quietest celebration.
Yeah, it's just like,
Whereas
woo.
Pixie's just like, whatever. I am Pixie. I do not care. A bit like
Why
Tormund.
are all your cats French?
Because, I'm sorry. What country is the most like the French? What animal is most like the French? Sleeps all day, gets mocked by the English. French. So it's the
Okay.
French are cats. No, but like Pixie is a little bit more Eastern European in my head. She sounds like
You think?
Jester from Critical Role. So she is a lot more like this. It is great. It is Pixie. It is
Aw,
amazing.
But she's so round.
Sometimes I like to do the sleep. Whereas Ripley's just like a tiny. Ripley is a tiny child. That's how Ripley speaks like this.
Hannah's
I've
outraged
said,
that you made Pixie French, just so
I've
you know.
said too much. Yeah, I'm annoyed at my Pixie French. She's better than that.
Pardon?
Nah, she probably
Steph,
is French.
who would play your cat? Who would voice your cats in the animated film of your life that will obviously happen?
See, I really, really want Jasper to be Sir Ian McKellen. He's just got the
I'm
sass about him.
But would he do it like Gus the theatre cat?
No. He did
Gus, it's the
like,
cat at the theatre door.
That could be the Jellicle choice.
like no, like no, not that. I mean, like Sir Ian McKellen. You know when he did that series with, was it Derek Jacobi?
Oh, when they were like
Yes.
actors and they
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like
proper
and I
grand
really
shit,
feel like Milo is Patrick Stewart.
Oh my god.
They just have that relationship.
Yeah.
Like they're both like just doing their own thing, and then they meet at a movie premiere and snog. Like that's my cats.
And then they just lead separate lives.
Yeah,
and
they
then
lead very separate
they'll
lives.
come
and every
together,
so
do a
often they
play.
come together,
Yeah.
and I'll be in the living room and I'll find Milo with his nose up Jasper's bum, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, why am I third wheeling in my living room again? Like, I don't like it. It's upsetting that my cats get more action than I do with each other. Like, it's graceful.
And you don't know what I'm getting up to when you're not around. They could have.
Honestly, they're definitely plotting. Well, no, Jasper's plotting. Milo's still got crickets going on in his head, and then he goes, "Whoa, where are we going?" Like,
Is it like Peaky and Brain? Animaniacs?
yes, they are definitely Pinky in the Brain. Yeah, 100%.
Say, Brain. What are they trying
What
to
do
do?
you know?
And then
Same
so
thing
Ian
we do
McKellen's like,
everything.
same thing we do every night, Pinky.
You don't get these problems when you have snails.
You have some much worse problems that we don't think we can even talk about on the stream, though, because it made me
Yeah.
feel a bit sick when you told us about it before.
Yeah.
It was quite funny. Fee was watching a video on the YouTubes.
Not the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes. And this woman was giving advice for looking after snails. And she says, one thing you need to be aware of if you want to keep African land snails is part of keeping African land snails is killing baby African land snails.
Yum, yum, yum.
Because, yes, you have to euthanize an incredible amount of African land snails.
It's all the eggs in it.
Oh,
They just don't stop.
and then it's quite funny. Well, over the
Oh,
break,
it's very unpleasant.
over the break, Fee does an egg check. So she cleans them out every week and does an egg check. And then she comes in and she went, sneaky bastards. I went, what? She went, they've laid eggs like in the grooves of the plant pots. So she didn't see them. And she only became aware when she looked in the tank and there was a baby snail, like a tiny, tiny baby snail on the back of one of the other snails. And she was like,
Oh, God.
and then found kind of like 100 babies, which then had to go in the freezer.
Oh.
Oh, just not ready for it. Not ready for that. Don't like it. Don't like it. Not a fan of it.
don't-
I
Don't
gotta
watch
be
the
honest.
TikToks of people doing it to the eggs then.
No, why would I watch that? No.
I mean, I didn't purposely watch it. It just came up on my feed, and I went, "Oh, this is interesting." And they're making an omelette. No, they're not.
Well, they are. It's just not one that you'd like to try.
Yeah,
What
and they
comes up on
definitely
your
haven't separated the shell.
What comes up on your TikTok feed? Because I get an awful amount of lesbians. Not an awful amount. A lot of lesbians. A lot of
Awful
lesbians.
amount
Yeah.
of lesbians.
An awful amount.
An
of
odd
lesbians.
number, so they can't all pair off.
Plethora. A plethora of lesbians.
What is the group name for lesbians?
A U-Haul.
The collective noun.
The collective noun for
Yeah,
I think it's a nunnery. A nunnery of lesbians.
nunnery. Nunnery of lesbians. Lots of trans people. But I think that's
Is it a
because
home-
I
home
keep
base
going
of
on trans people's TikToks going, I see you as a person. I offer my support.
Like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang
Pressing
on,
it lots
hang
of
on.
times.
collective noun.
It's got to be a home base.
Or lesbians.
Oh, mate.
It can't be a home
It's probably a shirt cuff of lesbians.
A bowling alley of lesbians.
Doug Deans has just said that this chat is accompanying him at the supermarket.
Oh,
we're
what you
actually
buying,
going
Yeah,
over
Doug.
a channel.
Doug, we need to know what you're buying.
Yeah, what you buying? Anything
only
nice?
you
What you
can
gonna treat
hear
yourself
me.
to?
Also,
So,
which,
you know, like when
which
you go and do the big
supermarket-
shop.
Which supermarket do you think he's in? Do
Yeah.
you think Doug Deans
You know-
is a Waitrose or Aldi?
I
I
reckon he's at
don't know.
Tesco's.
You think he's at Tesco?
There's quite a lot of Tesco's around.
Oh
this
no,
area.
Steph, what have you found? Just quietly giggling in the corner, thinking we've not noticed.
Come on. Obviously, someone's put it on like a forum, and some of the ones.
Did you hear that word?
Woo! She's like a tiny Ric Flair.
Woo! Oh my gosh, she is.
Ric Flair.
She's just chopping people. Woo!
So the suggestions were a horde of lesbians, like zombies.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
A granola,
Okay.
a
Oh,
potluck.
A potluck
Or
of lesbians.
My favourite one, a knitting group.
Oh. A stitch and bitch of lesbians.
How weird.
I think it should be a home base.
An angry muff mob.
You see, I'd have expected you to gag at that one, Steph, to be fair.
No, a fanny pack.
Oh. I like that one. I like that one.
A fanny pack of lesbians.
A fanny bag of lesbians.
A scissoring.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A David Hasselhoff of lesbians. A Hasselhoff, I think it should be. It's a Hasselhoff of Germans.
A Hasselhoff of mullets.
While you're doing that, do you want to see my awesome package I received?
Oh yeah, what was the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
you said you
sure.
had something to
Before
talk
we
about?
start, I think we need Hannah needs educating on the greatest, most suave man ever to manage in the Premier League, Steve Bruce.
Oh, it's a football thing. Oh, I know who Steve Bruce is because my friend supports Hull.
Can you address Ric Flair's needs, please, and then get back to us?
She's staring at the corner, screaming at nothing. So,
She's
doesn't
envisioning
Envisioning.
herself. I promise I'm not drunk. Envisioning herself winning the Royal Rumble. That's all.
so
Honestly.
Let
I
me
received-
just give you a little bit of character insight into one Mr. Steve Bruce.
Go
Wait,
for it.
he's written books, hasn't he? I
Yes,
think
he
I know
has.
a bit
He's
about
written
him.
crime novels.
Yeah.
When he
In-
was managing,
Did he
manage-
manage
So well.
Hull? Did
when
manage
he was
Hull?
managing Birmingham City,
Birmingham. Okay.
Willenhall Town were playing Birmingham City reserves in a cup match, and he obviously went along to watch the reserves. Steve Bruce never moved more than 5 yards away from the burger van. And had at
That
least,
sounds like me watching the football. I respect that.
and had
I'd be like, well-
at least 3 lots of burger and chips. And only moved when a chap who used to come to the football with us called Ken went over and decided to tell Steve Bruce everything that was wrong with Birmingham City as a football club.
Right.
And tactically, what Steve Bruce should do to get Birmingham City to get higher up the league.
I mean, the first step would be step away from the burger van.
Yeah, ignore
Anyway.
Ken would be the second step. But yes,
So I received this week.
is it from Steve Bruce?
Bruce up your wedding. Now everyone can have Steve Bruce at their wedding. This is a real package I have not pre-prepared.
I'm so excited.
Bruce up your wedding.
It's from Twitter. Like, actually from Twitter themselves.
Is it a blow
What?
up Steve Bruce?
It's so much better than
Did
that.
this come to you at work?
No, this came to me at my house.
Why are you getting
Did you-
packages
Did
from
you pay
Twitter?
money for this?
No, it's not. I ordered it. It was free. Because
It-
who wouldn't want Oda dressing room? Steve Bruce
Even-
smelling car fresheners.
Even Jasper's settled in for this.
They have Steve Bruce's face on.
I've just seen
So-
the cat.
Oh God! I just
it It looks like someone's badly put a cat photo in your frame because there's no shadow.
Oh my god, he's dead staring at us.
What I love is the fact that he went, "Would you like to see my package?" And somewhere around that time, he's gone, "Yeah."
I'd love to.
So, yeah, I'm gonna put this in my car. It's Steve Bruce's Ripley. What are you doing?
Oh my god, here comes
It's
Ripley now.
it's Steve Bruce's face, and it smells like a dressing room. Boom.
It smells like a dressing room.
Off to a good start.
So it smells like
Why
sweaty
would you
balls
want
now.
that smell?
So this
Well,
is
it would
like
be
the wedding
sweaty
car.
balls and
This is for the
liniment,
wedding
wouldn't
car. You can have
The wedding car.
you can have a pre-loved little box of flowers that contain traces of party atmosphere, with Steve Bruce's face on. Most importantly of all, I've not seen this one. Settle the nerve with some special formula lip balm with Steve Bruce's face on. Oh no, it's not lip balm. Hang on, what is
Does
it?
it smell like
It's Steve
'Cause I
Bruce
don't
chewing
want
gum. That's Steve Bruce chewing gum. You can
What
get
does it taste like?
you can get
This
a
is
lovely
baffling.
tie with his monogram. Brilliant. So I'm going to wear that to the next wedding I go to. And I think best of all, it's Steve Bruce confetti of his little face.
Right, Adam, why have you been sent this?
To Bruce up the wedding.
But
Now
why?
you can have some Steve. You've got some Steve.
You've got some Steve.
100% non-essential item. So yeah, we got pre-loved boutonnieres or boutonniere or whatever the fuck French words are. What could be lovelier than these? It's designed to light up your. It's to light up your lapel. Odor dressing and car air freshener. Smells like Team Spirit. With
Is this endorsed by Steve himself?
It's
chewing
unofficial
gum.
merchandise.
Each piece of chewing gum guaranteed to last 90 minutes up to 6 minutes at a time. The confetti and the repurposed netwear.
Adam, please, how did you get this?
So what happened was, I saw a thing on Twitter saying sign up here to get Steve Bruce stuff, and I was like, fucking yeah. But it's actually Twitter. It's like Twitter's marketing team have gone, oh, we've not spent a lot of money this year.
Why Steve Bruce?
Because he's a fucking
Why
legend,
not?
Hannah. Jesus.
I mean,
He's got his face on some car fresheners. Of course, he's a legend.
Surely he would have had to okay this if it's using his
No,
face.
it's his face. He doesn't own it.
He does.
Nah,
That's
he doesn't.
literally your likeness is.
I think it's.
So yeah, that's like potential suing if he doesn't go, yeah, whatever. But I feel like he's the sort of person who went, no one will want that. Yeah,
he
surely.
probably just like
At the live show, I'm bringing on all the confetti
please do.
because it's got his little face in it when he's probably shouting at Andy Carroll.
What you need to do, don't use it, hide it in places.
Should I bring it? I'm directing in 1448, so just like incorporate all of them into a play.
Right. You need to hide it in places so they're finding Steve Bruce's face for years to come.
Hello, Reg. What was great fun is I live with Hannah, and I wasn't in when it arrived, and there had to be the postman knocked on the door for it to be delivered. So he looked at it and went,
Congratulations on your upcoming wedding.
but it's just. Shall I smell what? Shall I have a little sniff of the car?
It's making me feel a bit sick just thinking about the smell of a dressing room.
Well, I guess it's not actually a dressing room smell because that would
It's
be
like socks and
Although, but
bleach.
So I don't quite understand what a sort of a marketing tool is for Twitter because I had to be on Twitter to sign up to get it. But
I guess you're talking about it on.
Yeah.
Oh, it is literally his face can be swinging from a mirror.
Oh no.
And this one
I
says,
sort
"Oh,
of
the
want
dressing
that in
room."
my car.
I'm gonna give. Oh, hang
Imagine
on.
people getting in my car and being like,
Yep.
"Who's that?" And I'll be like, "Dunno."
They're brute.
Just in my car.
They're brute.
Oh my god, do they smell like Old Spice or
Oh,
something?
that'd be dope, wouldn't it? But they're.
Imagine
I'm
that.
not gonna open them because I don't want I'm gonna say lose their smell. Is that a thing they can do? They can do that, can't they?
Yes. Yeah.
I think it takes a while.
But I
for
need
them
to smell. I
Run
need to
out.
smell. Right. I don't want to ruin the vibes of my car. That's the thing, because my car is very.
carefully
Okay,
curated
Adam,
experience.
When are you going to put them in your car?
I'm gonna put one in. I might put one in my car.
Okay.
As a giggle.
How
But
about put it in your car, but when you open it, do a TikTok, and then we will post
hang
the
on,
TikTok.
hang on. There's two of these ones, so I'm gonna open one of them
Oh,
and give it a sniff, a little sniffy, snifteruna, a little
It's making me
cheeky,
feel a bit
a
queasy
little
just
cheeky
thinking about
nose
it.
waft.
so is this?
I'll
What's
be
this?
honest, Jasper is still 100% invested.
What's this supposed to
so
smell
into
like?
it.
Ooh, it actually smells
His
really
little white
nice.
feet.
So it's odor dressing room. This generally just smells of brew. It's really nice. Ooh, that's a good 80s smell right there.
Makes you think of
That's actually
Kevin
fucking
Keegan
lovely.
and Henry Cooper.
That smells
That's what
like my
brothers got from
my
great
dad
aunt
back in
every
'97.
Christmas. Yeah. Every Christmas during the 90s, both my brothers got a can of brew off my great aunt.
Yeah, it smells like brew.
You see
that
shows,
might go in the car.
That
That
shows
might go
just
in the
how
car.
that shows how middle class you are. That your family gave Brute for Christmas.
Well, Old Spice and
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Whereas your family gave each other
Yeah.
a punch on the face and tuppence.
Yeah.
My family.
I didn't
no,
get
no.
Brew or Old Spice.
My
I got
family-
knitted mittens.
Oh, Mikey wants to join the call.
Ooh.
Yay!
This is a time for Steve Bruce Bunting.
Hello,
Hang out the
friend.
Bruce.
Hello, Mikey.
Hi,
Mikey,
friend.
that looks very room shaped for a train.
Well, I'm off the train.
Makes sense.
I tried to surprise you, and I hoped it'd be a bit more sort of grander than this because. So, remember the Madonna microphones?
Yeah.
They bossed because I accidentally kept running them over and pulling the cord out. So, I bought a new Bluetooth pair, but they came the other day, but because I've been like mad busy, not had time to try them, thought it'd be a great idea to try and set them up now after just coming like home from an actual train for the first time since the pandemic, may I have to add. And of course, I can't get them to work. So, in short, I'm having a right Western super.
Mikey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
I'm full of so many emotions. You would not believe. First train in 20 months. I've had to somehow eat a cheese and onion pasty. Have you ever tried that with acute brain damage? No, you haven't.
Oh, I missed you, Mikey.
Oh, dear me. Oh, this is it.
So-
You're going to finish me off.
But more importantly, how has the stream been? Have we all been wobbly?
No,
No,
it's
been
been
pretty
it's
solid.
been pretty solid. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
not for you because you were on West Coast trains or whatever it was.
Well, there is cross
We've got-
country. I've been
Cross-country, yeah.
cycling.
We've got the power of Steve Bruce helping us through, Mikey, and that's all that matters.
We've mainly talked about Steve Bruce, to be honest.
Right.
And cat.
And cats, yeah. There's cats and Steve Bruce. That's basically all.
So
you
that has doubled Hannah's football knowledge.
I'd heard of him, to be fair, hadn't I, everyone?
You were very like, whoa, I know that
didn't
name.
know much about him or what he looked like
Can
or anything.
can I ask what the reference was?
Show him. Show him.
No.
Bruce up your wedding.
So how had Hannah heard of Steve
Oh, I
Bruce?
see.
Right, so I think he managed Hull. Is that a team? And my friend supported Hull as a laugh.
It's a laugh.
And
That's
so
the
she
saddest
told
laugh.
me about. It was a thing where it was like.
Hello
like,
to all our
she
viewers
was-
in Hull.
It was. I don't understand it myself, but it was a thing where like everyone was watching the football, and she was like, "Well, who shall I support then? I'll support Hull. That'll be fun." And so
No
I
one's
know
ever
that he
said
was
that
their
before.
manager because I thought I'll remember that in case it comes up in a pub quiz. And normally the sports round is where I'm fall down, unless it's about like the Six Nations.
Next quiz we're doing, I'm going to do a whole round of Steve Bruce.
Just Steve Bruce. And I'll be like, did he manage Hull?
Hull.
But every answer is going to be Hull and Cabby.
So where
Yeah.
are you at the minute, Mikey?
I'm in the usual place where I usually.
Oh, you are home now. I thought you were heading off to pastures new tonight. I didn't realise you were coming home.
I'm doing it from my phone because it was either that or do it the old method where it's from the microphone with no headphones and risk getting shouted down and Dave go, Mark, we can't hear you. It's too loud. So I thought I'd probably best.
I think you made a good choice.
And also, you get a really good view of my apparently massive forehead.
It's the only reason people tune in, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, Jasper, don't.
No, what? I didn't.
Go back.
No, Steph. Jasper is off camera where I am,
Yeah.
so he's not on the stream. What was
Oh
Jasper
yeah, he's
doing?
not on the stream.
We need to see. We need to see.
Online, he's giving his butthole a good.
All right.
Oh.
If I pin you, I could see it all. Cool. There we go.
He's
He's just
moving
wandered off
now,
now.
he's
Though.
moving.
Hey, because of the camera in that hallway, he looks like he's been superimposed in. It's just like because he has no shut. Oh, is he going to?
No, he's looking at us again.
Is he going to lick the? He's gone for the ass. He's gone for the ass.
He's off camera where I am.
Dave, pin him, pin Steph.
Pin Steph.
Everyone can see him licking her, like the cat licking her butt.
Pin. Oh, he's still slightly off camera.
Oh, he's fully gone for it.
Yeah, he has there. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh,
Rich has said, have you seen the FIFA ad with Steve Bruce running onto the pitch at incredible speed? And I actually have. I saw it on Twitter.
yes,
Because
he's
I
faster
think
than-
I think the footballer who is also on the screen tweeted it like, how come Steve Bruce out sprinted me? Because it's like it's one of those where it's like you've won the match and everybody runs on from the side, but Steve Bruce like just leaves everyone for dead. And he's running like this. Yeah.
Can I say?
Steve Bruce
Go on,
doesn't need to
Mike.
run. Steve Bruce doesn't need to run.
Yeah, Steve Bruce has never run.
He's
Even when he
powered
was
by
his
Burgers,
own
from what
footballer,
I've
he used
heard.
to saunter.
I'd like to think that everyone can in some way have an effect on the world. And seeing
Right.
Eddie to Rich pop up there, I feel that I've done something there, because if you remember the first time Eddie to Rich
Yeah.
came in, it didn't have editor underscore Rich. It was Eddie to Rich.
And
I
you called
thought
him.
It was Eddie Torrich.
So you called him Eddie for ages. Like, cheers,
and
Eddie.
now, to get away from that, Rich has
Yeah.
gone, I'm putting a fucking underscore in this.
That's it. Everyone has little tiny effects on each other's
Yeah.
lives, don't they?
And that's that's the sum total of all the difference I've made in the world.
We're still
it's
going to
a
call
good
him
difference.
Eddie Torrich, though, aren't
We're
we?
still going to
Torrich.
call him Eddie Torrich.
Eddie Torrich. Yeah.
Cheers, Eddie.
Right, carry on. I'm going to find the best football photo ever.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't
So,
believe you.
how many viewers have we?
We're up to nine. We're at
We're up to
9.
9.
Ooh.
Oh, the changeover might have attracted.
Yeah.
Well,
Welcome to the Monday night
Tuesday
crowd.
nights, everyone's at poetry gigs. What can I say?
Well,
Not
yeah.
everyone. I'm still at home.
Why not everyone? Everyone should be at poetry gigs.
Well,
What are you? Yeah, you
Shut
could
up.
go to a poetry gig.
okay. I'll come and tell one of my very, very, very good limericks.
To be fair, they are actually spot
do it-
on,
do it
those
right.
limericks.
right
you
now.
know-
I want a limerick right now.
I don't remember where my pigeon limerick went.
It's on the Instagram, didn't we share
It is on the
pictures
Instagram.
of the...
I'll
yeah.
find it and then I'll come and
Yeah.
I'll come
Probably-
and,
Probably nicked your chips and flew off.
True.
Classic.
Madness.
Classic pigeons.
Oh, I've got to tell you about the place I was at today, right?
Yes, you
It's a
do.
It's the sort of place, right, where the employees will bring their dogs to work.
Ooh.
I shit you not, turned a corner, a massive sheepdog put his head round the door to an office and it was like, hello, I've been expecting you. And then they like a rat past a whippet chasing a tennis ball. Like, what's going
Oh
on?
my god.
Then you go into the canteen and then everyone who works there is like playing at each other table tennis. It was like so.
Were you at Google?
Well, a non-disclosed media outlet.
Oh.
See, I'm getting clever. I'm getting clever at this internet stuff now, aren't I? Because I don't want to
Yeah.
dox myself and various might work there.
It's fine.
And
Mikey,
you've had to
have you-
sign that non-disclosure agreement.
No, it's probably a bit.
Best football photo ever.
Oh, I'm liking both of those pixels.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
get
it's
to focus.
it's
Roy
it's
Hodgson.
Roy.
And Sammy, what's his face, running onto the field. Focus,
Good.
you bastard. But that is the best football photo
Is
ever.
that was that Roy Hodgson's management technique? Focus.
Can you put it in the Discord and then
I
I
will
can
put
have
it
Pop
a
it in the
Discord.
Discord.
Pop it in the Discord.
Pop it in the Discord. Pop it in the Discord. Pop it in the Discord. Pop it in the Discord. Pop it in the Discord. Pop it in the Discord.
I'll pop it in the Discord in bits.
Oh, the Goes Wrong show is back. Sorry, I just got a
You
message from a friend.
not
And I'll post a
have
link
you.
to our Discord as well. So
Pop it in the
Is anyone
Discord.
else
Pop it
right
in the
hungry?
Discord. Pop it in the Discord.
no,
What was that, Mike?
Yeah, I'm
no,
a bit
Mike.
hungry.
But then we haven't been on a train, have we?
I had fish and chips a minute ago.
Yeah.
Not a minute ago.
I'm
earlier.
quite hungry.
I had
It's just my
lovely-
general state. I'm quite
Wow.
hungry. I've
I'd
had
love
some
with
quavers
chips.
for my dinner. And they're not even quavers, they're Lidl own brand snack-tastic.
cheese curls.
You know what?
Cheese curls.
In my opinion, the cheaper the crisp, the better.
Yeah.
Whoa, no, because the Pringle would like
10p
to have a
crisp.
word.
No, but like
No,
those little
no.
bags of
No.
like Space Raider crisps.
I
Yeah,
see where
love 'em.
Mikey's coming from there. What you actually mean, Mikey, if you'd like me to just like step in there and clarify, is maize-based
Alright.
snacks.
Oh, hang on a second. Whoa, are you going to mansplain for Mike?
Yeah,
Maized-based
Go on.
snacks, Mike.
Go on.
That's what you're talking about, isn't it?
I love a
Go on.
maize-based snack.
Go on,
You
go on, random non-disabled white man.
Meow, 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 meow.
Maize-based snacks,
maize-based.
Mike. The cheapest,
I prefer a
A
maize-based
maize-based
snack.
snack
the
does not
cheaper
like
the
me.
maize-based snacks, the better. But
I'm going to wait for Mikey to explain himself with examples rather than everyone talk for
Well,
him. Oh, Mikey, you can talk freely now.
generally, like
Talk
I
freely,
do
Mikey. No one's going to
I
interrupt.
do quite
Adam?
like.
Sorry.
Don't stop it.
I do quite like a snack, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll be honest, they kick
Just
Pringles in
like-
the dick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
can someone click that? Can someone click
Welcome
that?
back to the stream, everyone.
I've got to be honest.
Kick Pringles in the dick.
They're a relatively new addition to the canon of confectionery in our house.
Mm.
I can't remember a time when I didn't really enjoy a packet of cheese and onion snack, right? Just and because like just the branding of it as well, they clearly couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's just all about the
I
potato.
respect that. Yeah. Them just going, some crisps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Just whack a colour on it. No one will care.
okay. You don't want branding or prizes or consistency in any way. You just
Well,
want a good...
And also, they are gluten-free, which
Ooh, yum,
makes
yum,
them like a universal snack for people of like torrents of
But
the.
if we're talking crisps, you know, you have got the Walker Sensations, you have got, as Adam said, the Pringles.
But they contain milk. Walker's
They're
sensations. They contain. They're milk powders. They're not the all-purpose.
Yeah, they're not an all-purpose snack.
snack. No. You
They're
couldn't-
nice, but like I wouldn't sit and eat a whole bag of them. Whereas
you
I
would.
would sit and
I mean,
I
you
would,
would.
yeah. But like I wouldn't enjoy it as much as a whole bag of Hazzles, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Frazzles.
You know-
Phenomenal.
You know what I
yeah.
love? Onion rings.
Yeah.
And again,
creamy and snap.
cheaper the
And
onion ring,
chipsticks.
the better. Right, so what you've got to do is get an onion ring and, well, get about 3 onion rings and put 3 chipsticks in the onion
Holy
rings.
hell. And that's how we do canapes and the black country.
they call them canapes. No, they call them finger food.
There's a party going on in your mouth and
Canapes, yeah.
everyone is invited.
Everyone's invited.
When we were kids, the only way we would eat sandwiches is if there were like the filling and the bread was squashed in between a hula hoop. Taste sensation.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like a ham sandwich with a ton of butter squashed in between, like a plain. Oh, hold on. Shit,
Oh.
you got really tiny. What's?
Oh
Can I
no.
see-
I'm a little boy.
We can still see you.
I'm little. I'm a
No, it's
little.
fine.
I'm a little Adam.
God, really small.
I'm so small. Why am I so little?
Mike,
Mikey,
we've
help
got
us.
Mike, help us.
This is what.
I'm
this
also
is
apparently a
what
cockney.
Mikey, I'm so tiny.
Extra, extra. Read all about
Tear them apart!
Oh, no!
We've all gone really tiny and small.
I'm not going to even say the joke now.
No,
All I was
Dear
gonna,
me.
I agree
Well,
with you, Mike.
yeah.
Squash tuna hoops in a sandwich, or squash Wotsits.
Squash Wotsits.
Ooh.
A little bit of ketchup in a buttered roll with some Wotsits in it.
No, you
Oh,
filthy beast.
I have a
Shut
question
up.
that I'd like to pose
I'm
to the group
unsure about the ketchup.
that I've always
Sorry.
thought about. Right?
Mm.
Why is about sort of McCoys and sort of ridge cut variations of said McCoys? Why is it they're the only crisp that seem to go on for years?
They're a lot of effort to chew, aren't they?
Yeah,
well,
you
no,
get your
it's
end.
like you think you'd finish the bag, and then you sort of unfolded sort of creases and compartments, and then you realise you've still got another 3/4 of a bag left. Like, and you know you've nearly finished your lunch hour.
I've not got time for this.
How slow do you eat crisps, Mike?
I mean,
Well,
he hasn't got the fine motor
I
skills.
was going to
Oh,
say,
dear.
rub it in, Steph. Rub it in.
I do have to disperse up all the crumbs before
Oh, there you go.
So you've gone small again. It's me and Steph now.
You know what? It's about time. Get rid of them lot.
We always knew that's how it would end
You know
up.
what?
Yeah.
It looks like I'm on one of those weird chat roulette things. Where it's just me, where it's only ever me and one other person. Hold on.
Isn't that?
I've not heard of chat roulette in a long time.
Yeah.
No, neither have I. Is this how you're
Chat
spending your
roulette.
evenings, Mike?
Well, to be honest, that was just the first thing that came to my head. I don't know what people do now.
Don't know what these young'uns do you, Mike?
No,
No.
Cry.
Music's all noise.
no.
There's a few contributions from the chat that we've not had.
What are the
Rich
contributions?
was delighted by the phrase confectionery cannon, firing sweets at people since 2019. Rachel's putting a vote in for nice and spicy knickknacks, a good crisp.
No.
You don't see them anymore,
But
do you?
not
Good
gluten
crisp.
free, so not as universal as the Snap Right. Hannah's saying about dunking salt and vinegar chipsticks into a Dairy Lee triangle, which I am definitely doing.
Ooh.
Wait, hang on.
it's
That's
sweet.
too many. That's too many child foods together. I think you explode.
Yeah.
You
No,
regret
no,
it.
no, no, no.
Making
The
crisps
saltiness
good.
of the chipstick and then the softness of
No,
the
there
Dairy
was
Lee.
a
I'm
thing.
excited
Well,
by it.
There
Well,
was
hold
like a
on.
Dairy Lee corner which had
There
the
was.
Dairy Lee
Like
with
you like
salt and vinegar chipsticks.
little like a
It
lunchable.
wasn't chipsticks.
Yeah, but it was
They
the
were-
same
yeah,
flavour.
They were like bread. They were like
No.
breadsticks,
They were
weren't they?
breadsticks, and then there were the tubes. You go,
The tubes were
the
good.
tubes.
The tubes.
The corn
So-
tubes.
A corn tube. I don't
What
remember this.
happens? What happens if when you dip in it, the chipstick breaks in half, and then you just sort of end up with crumbs.
Gotta get
gotta
more chipsticks.
Get your hand
Right.
in there and
But
just scoop
it's
it.
like, but then you get like vinegary cheese and
That's what I'm here for. That's the
Sounds
combination I'm
amazing,
looking
if I'm
for.
honest.
Yeah.
Tube.
Yeah, the combination of textures. Sounds immense.
Do you know what's funny? If I tilt my head enough to the left, I look like I've got a halo.
You always have a halo in our eyes, Maggie.
Look at your face.
I'm dead proud. It's like a shit leaning tower of Pisa.
I'll be honest, like with the way the camera keeps moving, you look like you're at a rave.
I mean, that's just my CP wobble.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, Steph.
at least you didn't have to explain it for him, Dave. At least I let him explain it himself.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we've been away for a bit. So
Hopefully it's not been our best
it.
work tonight. We've had a question from Mr. Doug Deans, which is, which crisps could pass for canapes at a party?
Is he still in
apart
the
from obvious,
supermarket?
which
Is he asking because
Yeah.
he's got a bit of a
Doug,
party?
what
going?
you buying? Tell us what you're buying from the
I
supermarket,
think.
Doug.
Okay, what crisps could pass? I reckon pickled onion Monster Munch.
Yes.
Yeah, but
No.
what would you put on it to make it? I would get some of
What
that
is?
squirty cheese.
Prim-
What is it called? Primula.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What
No.
about?
I would
remember
squib that on it.
Do you remember the crisps that you could make into cars?
Yes.
Yes.
Just those fully
What?
formed on a tray.
Yes.
You just go around and go, pickled onion car, sir. And then everyone would be
Sorry.
like,
If
"Thank
you were
very
at a
much,
party
sir."
and
Yeah.
somebody offered you that on a tray,
I'd
it would
take
be like the best day of my life. I'd be
Crisps
like,
you
this
can
is it,
make
I've
into
peaked.
cars.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
didn't
you get
live,
like-
Dave.
You get like the wheels, and you get like the body
They're
bit,
a,
and you
they're
like
a good
put the wheels.
maize-based snack.
They're a maize-based snack.
Mhm.
They're called like, are they called Transformer snack? Is that them, or is that something
like
different?
Yeah.
You put the little wheels on, you put them together, you make a little car, and then you eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem was you put it
It's
together.
like
and there's
a
no
edible
physical
Kinder Egg.
way to get it into your mouth in one go.
No, you
So
had
you
to
put
like
it
dismantle
together and then go,
And go-
it's a car. Now I've got to take
Yeah.
it apart to eat it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was.
I used to buy
Oh.
them from the post office. When
No,
I
no,
was
no, no,
little.
no.
Yeah.
Right, I think I do remember these. Yeah.
Like
'cause-
imagine a Kinder Egg, but you can eat the toy.
But
I don't want to.
I didn't realise
Why
they went together. I just ate them.
You were just like chomping away.
Yeah, I was just
You're
like,
supposed to build a little car and then be like, look what I made, and then eat
You're,
And then
you're the
dissect
guy.
it.
You're the bloke who doesn't put the salt in the salt and shake.
it. Just take the sachet out, like get rid of that. Not putting
No,
any effort
No,
into
Dave
this
has
snack.
the salt as a chaser afterwards.
Just tearing open a little blue packet, like.
Well, I can see Dave going, well, they've given us this little sachet of salt. Better start the day with the tequila. So you have the tequila, eat the crisps, and with the salt.
Yeah. To savoury tequila, take away the lime.
Savoury tequila.
Molly's mind is being absolutely blown, and also Hannah's by the car crisps. Can we get a picture of them and put
I
them in
will
there?
find the card.
Just-
oh,
Just on the crisp.
They
Like
were
I don't.
called Transformer snack.
I
I
don't
think
want
it
to
was a
be.
Transformer snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
I don't
bag
want to
of
be
them
a
is now
wanker
worth
guy.
13 quid.
But I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the official definition of a canapé is something you can eat within one bite.
A canape.
I think
In
yeah,
which
or at
case-
least with one hand, because you've got your drink in one hand and
Yeah,
your canapé
with-
in the other hand. Yeah.
with
But
that-
if you've assembled the car safely enough, you can just use it as like almost like a stick to a cheese and pineapple. You just like pull the
Bite the wheels off.
off with your teeth.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
then
imagine
you
it.
pull the-
We're all like wearing like our like fancy clothes at a
wheels.
wedding, and we're all just like
And
pulling the
I
wheels off
said
the
to him, I
Transformers.
will sell my shares
What?
when they reach 500. Yes.
I've
Italian
heard
car,
that
please.
the
Nom, 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 nom.
stock
I don't-
market is doing very well.
So
Don't
I
get
was-
the wheels off.
I don't want to keep repeating the same joke over and over again, but if there's a choice between a what's it and assembling my own crisp car, I think I'll go with the what's it.
Given how
Well,
Can
expensive
someone clip that, please?
Well, no, Mike. Someone will have assembled it for you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we pay
they're being
butlers for.
presented on the tray.
Wait, Mike,
Fully
it's
assembled.
canapes, John.
So I
What you pay butlers for?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to live in a world where
Yeah,
it's
Mike.
Yeah.
God, Mike,
The 10p
come on.
crisps from the post office are canapes, Mike.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus, Mike.
Why didn't you pick up?
Have you never seen Downton Abbey? That's what they were doing when they were downstairs, just assembling the
Putting
fucking
the
carpet.
I should live in a world where it's up to people with enough fine motor skill to assemble my own crisp canapes for me.
Honestly. I don't know what IKEA functions you're going to, but where we go, they assemble it for you.
So I was at a.
No, but surely, if you're doing the crisp car as canapes, you have to. Do you know what? Fuck you. I tried to thought now. So
I was.
Sorry, Mike, I'm so sorry. It was just IKEA functions made me laugh too much.
I was at a gallery opening where I work at the end of the week, end of last week, and they had canapes because
Yeah. What kind did you have?
a range of canapes, but we didn't pay for them because why not? Someone else did.
Yeah.
But they were very fancy canapes and very tasty canapes, but it was like these are fine. I would have much rather. I would have. Do you know what I would have loved? I would have loved a baked potato wrapped in tin
whole
foil
dinner.
with
Yeah.
wrapped in tin foil with cocktail sticks in it with pineapple and cheese on. I would have been like, oh, nom.
Yeah.
The
When
cheese
I
and
used to
pineapple
work-
hedgehog was a staple at family
You don't get the
parties.
hedgehog anymore, do you? Yeah.
No.
When I used to work events, I used to always like station myself near the door where the people were coming out with the canapes. So I could be like, oh, thanks, as they came out, pretending to be a guest and not somebody who worked there. And then as they were heading back to the kitchen, if they had any left on the tray, I'd be like, oh, thank you very much. And just like hoover them up as they were going.
I stand
my
at the door.
favourite thing.
I stand at the door with canapes, Hannah, except it's at the friend zone. Sorry.
Oh no!
I'm trying really hard not to laugh.
Why?
I was at my granddaughter's birthday party the weekend.
You have a granddaughter.
Dave
Well,
has a
she's only
granddaughter.
2, so it wasn't really her party.
doesn't
It
count,
was,
not a real
it was
person,
my
yeah.
daughter's party, which she said was for her, but it wasn't. It was all about the mom. Of course it was. But they did a really good spread, including cheese and pineapple on a stick.
Oh,
Did they?
I was like,
We're in business here. Yeah. Don't mind if I do.
nom.
They also had
pineapple
sausages
hedgehog.
on a stick, and full credit to her. You could tell the apple has not fallen far from the tree. A whole tray of Turk's tea cakes.
Oh,
yeah.
I raised her
Oh
right.
my god, I
raised
love
her
tonic
right.
so much.
Do you
Oh my
remember
gosh.
when like cheese and pineapple was like the staple, but then somebody went, no, I can make this more fancy, and decided to do cheese and olive.
Fuck that
Oh, and I
shit.
thought you were going to say a little
Fuck
pickled
that
onion.
shit.
Oh
hang
yeah, or a little pickled onion.
Little
I
pickled
feel
onion.
like the cheese and pickled onion is
Yeah.
a step down.
No, I think it's a step up because the cheese and pineapple eats you rather than you eating it. So,
Well, yeah, that's true.
Don't like that.
No, I
Well,
prefer the
pineapple
cheese and
contains
people
pineapple.
who work in
enzymes.
pineapple factories don't have fingerprints.
pineapple, pineapple contains enzymes that dissolve skin. So that's why if you eat or drink too much pineapple juice, you'll start tasting blood because it's dissolving your mouth.
Okay.
But you
What?
I
Why is
like,
it? Why is it? Before Adam mentioned that fact, I absolutely knew he would know it.
If anyone's going to know the psychopath fact, it's Unwin.
Look, you didn't even have to finish what you were saying. I was
For God's
yeah,
sake,
that's
someone
about right.
clip that.
on it. I knew you were going to say it.
Oh dear mate.
So, has anyone else like, I don't know if you know this, but like the yellow sticky notes, the inside of those smell just like pineapple. Honestly, like,
Do
like
they?
if you get them new,
Kind of.
Like post-it notes?
yeah, like
I've only got the really thin ones.
You've only got the tab ones.
I discovered it. I discovered it during a writing workshop once.
Maybe I've got Corona.
Where am I smelling?
Just,
I'm looking in all the drawers now, see if I've got any.
I think just like
I think you're fucking lying, Mike.
What? Hang
Smell
on.
like whiteboard
Okay,
markers.
I looked away for a minute to do a clip, and I come back and everyone is fucking sniffing post-it notes. Like, Mikey, are you
You're
some sort of
welcome.
wizard? Are you some sort of dignity wizard?
Maybe if I like do like the flip,
Well,
like it'll waft the scent away.
I am a wizard, but not in this respect.
No.
Is there any other is there any other interesting smells in the stationery department, Mike?
What? I missed it. What? Why are we smelling post-its? I've got loads
Mike
here.
says that the inside of post-it notes smell like
No,
pineapple,
The
And it's
inside
full
of
of
the
shit.
notes.
but we think it has to be a new pack of post-it. Oh, you've got. Why has everyone got post-it notes except me?
I can understand what you're on about.
Maybe it's under the yellow ones. Hang on.
This one smells like oranges. The other one smells like pineapple.
Yeah, I got quite a strawberry tone coming off this one. No.
It
This
feels
one
like an
smells like
optical
regret.
illusion, but like for your nose. It feels like a
A
nosical illusion.
nostrical
nasal
illusion.
Nostrical illusion.
Why do I feel like Mike has had a
Ooh.
bet with Molly that I bet I can go to sniff
Orange ones, hang
stationery?
on.
No, I swear it's true.
I've tried all three colours. I can't find any. I've only got 2 green ones left. Hang on.
Lime. Do they smell like lime?
Oh, mint or lime.
Apple.
Apple.
Mm,
A bit middle of the road. Okay.
nice.
Well,
Never
thanks
heard
for
of
that, Mike.
That was a fun interlude.
I found tiny hands.
Oh,
I found one of mine the other day. I've forgotten what the other one is.
I have
I was
tiny
pissing
hands.
about with them on
They're-
camera.
They're always prepared because you never know when they can come in useful.
Oh, I've heard that, Dave. I've heard that. Make everything look bigger, do they?
Everything look bigger.
Oh no! When are we doing this in person?
We haven't got a date for that yet. We'll
That's
sort
pretty
some-
swish. That's all right. I'm not worried.
We'll sort something out. It's because it's Monday. Who knows what's going on Monday?
Monday explosion.
I wonder if Doug's done his shopping yet.
Yeah, Doug. Can we have a
Doug.
Can we have a
Do you know-
run total?
That's what I was going to say earlier and I forgot. You know when you go and do the big shop?
Yeah.
Do you have a thing that's like the thing you always buy yourself as the treat for doing it? 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what I do. Yeah. And is it always the same? Because mine's always the same.
Yeah, what's yours?
Right. It's always this particular chocolate bar from the Polish bit of the world food aisle called a Prince Polo. Right? They're my favourite. They're like big wafer thing. It's like wafer and it's got dark chocolate over it. And I think they're about 50p in Tesco.
Oh, that's nice.
Prince Polo, if you're listening and you want to sponsor the podcast, I will willingly talk about how good you are.
It's the tiny hands that set me up.
So, what differentiates that and a Tunnocks caramel wafer?
It's got dark chocolate on it, you see, and
Ooh.
it's not got the caramel in. It's just so it's not chewy. It's like crisp.
Right.
Yeah, and it's sort of like long and flat.
It's a grown up Kit Kat.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But it's dead nice.
And cheaper than a Kit Kat.
It's
cheaper.
a grown up Kit Kat.
And
Yeah,
you
because
get
it's,
it's
dark
called a Prince
chocolate.
Polo XL, so it's like this big.
Yes.
Sorry, these little hands. It's like this big, guys. It's like this wide. It's long.
If you go to Poundland, they do a chocolate bar called Twin Peaks.
Oh, I've had one.
Yeah, they're amazing,
Yeah,
and they
they're
do
good.
like a million different flavours of it now. And
Just
apparently,
Cameron Yeah, I believe.
are you taking orders, Mike?
Well,
Is Molly doing a shop run?
Molly, get us a crunchy. Molly,
Can I have a Snickers?
what
Molly,
happened?
I want a mint cornetto.
Oh,
Molly.
good choice.
Well, we've got mint co- I can't have a cornetto and hold the phone and be on a pod. These links are accessible.
I love that Mike is so checked out of this podcast that he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna. Can you go to the shop and get me something?
No,
We've been talking about chocolate bars and crisps for quite a long time.
He didn't even bother to mute his mic. He was just like, Mel, yeah, don't worry about
There was a
crunchy.
Help! The help!
Steph, what's your thing that you get from the supermarket? Because I'm interested on the big one.
Sorry, I just had a flashback of when we called Mikey's family the stagehands.
They were like sneaking in black and holding things up.
Crew to stage left, crew to stage left. We will be expected to go to Tesco Express. My thing that I always buy is a can of Costa Caramel Latte.
Sometimes I get a coffee drink as well as my special thing.
But as I have an intolerance to coffee, I can't drink it till I get home.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's all in the timing.
Cool.
all in the timing.
Like, this is the thing now, like, with all these intolerances,
Yeah, you've got all your new ones
I
now,
have
haven't
to
you?
book a week off.
To be
Between the
like-
choice and stuff.
I have to say that was quite a lot of effort for a mint lint ball.
I'm sure it was, Mike.
Mint lint. Ooh.
Ooh.
And it's not a thing I'd willingly do again on the podcast, to be honest. It's really hard to eat when you got 4 other people trying to put you off.
We're not trying to put you off. I think we're very good at it.
We just naturally
We-
have that aura
We
about us.
succeed.
Mm.
To be honest, I'm really pleased I'm not on a train because for those that aren't privy, my one stipulation for tonight was that if I was on the quiet carriage and you lot decided to play hijinks, I would leave the podcast. Because,
We were awaiting his resignation, but
There's no risk of you just giggling away, making yourself
Well, it's
snort,
like
cough,
you-
die.
because I think there's a romanticism about trains, isn't there? Sort of each time I go on, I sort of think, well, I might meet my wife today.
yeah.
Then sort of never. So I like to try and make a good impression. As it happens, you never meet your wife, do you? It's always the bloke with four cans of Stella on the 12:37 to
That's me.
Reading.
I was going to say, if you're meeting your wife on trains, we are taking very different train journeys. Like,
Yeah.
it's always some drunk.
Creepy guys.
Yeah. Or kids running
Yeah.
up and down the aisle. And you're not allowed to trip them. Even though I really
No,
want
you're
to.
not allowed to be seen tripping them.
Oh, that's the
That's the
distinction. I
secret.
get it.
Oh, sorry. Did I knock you?
Yeah, did I just swing my bag out at face level? I do apologise.
Did I stab you 38 times in the face?
When I-
Oopsie doopsie.
When I went up to Edinburgh for the Fringe.
No. We're going to take a moment to absorb that. Adam, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's all the answer we're going to get. So,
So, Dave, you were in Edinburgh.
Yeah, when I went to Edinburgh on the train, a guy gets on somewhere like Manchester, wherever it was, with a big bag of wood.
As you do.
Is that what he's calling it now? Is it?
was
Just like a big wood.
A big netting full of chopped firewood. Big netting bag. It was like,
Well, maybe he wants to make a
Well,
fire, Dave.
and he
Don't
put it in the
judge him.
luggage rack, and he got off at Edinburgh. And as he took it out, there was a hole in the bag, and all this wood just started falling on the passengers.
That is,
oh shit.
I tell you, if you were under that, you'd have a proper chip on your shoulder.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey.
We're back. We're back, lads.
He's back. He's back.
I saw Mikey in the meat space last week. We were actually,
Meat space?
yeah, we were in the real world together, weren't we, Mike?
Oh,
Ooh.
it's in right. Okay,
Oh, last
sorry.
week.
MEAT.
Yeah.
Not just meat space.
I thought it was a new social network I knew nothing about.
No.
And I did a poem about trains.
He did.
That was
Welcome to my meat space.
that people really responded to it really well, and I thought it basically said trains are really nice. Don't judge trains badly. And having come off a train, I can tell you that that's a complete lie. I'd romanticise them quite a bit, but at the same token, they give me a level of independence unrivaled by any other form of transport.
Well, you say that, but don't you have to have two people with you? One to stand with you on the train, and the other one to run off the train to make sure that they're prepared for the wheelchair that's about to come off the train.
Jesus, Dave, good to was nicely crushed his little view of independence there, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm just going from stories he's told me.
I mean, yeah,
See what I mean?
not like in terms of like journey. It's not a great poem, is it, Dave?
What we need to understand is at home, Mike has his staging crew, and out he has his entourage.
I don't. Do
Yeah.
you know how long I have to wait for a fucking drink around here?
Advisor will be hearing about this. Staff Lovely.
You've got to get them t-shirts. You've got to get them Mikey's road crew, Mikey's entourage.
It's worth now. We got a kitchen island.
Well, someone's doing very well for themselves. Yeah.
Basically, here's a massive fucking obstacle.
Do you think they've done it deliberately, Mike? Because you kept doing the podcast in the kitchen, and they were
Well,
like, "We want the kitchen back. We'll make it so he can't get in there." That's what
They
we'll
were like,
do.
we want to put the microwave on during these 2 hours on a Tuesday.
I like
We're
to
losing
think,
valuable microwave time. Do you know why your
I want
family is suddenly from
popcorn.
Bolton?
Yeah, I don't know why.
what
The amount of sausage
What-
rolls I've had that's
what-
cold, Karen. I'm telling you.
why are my parents suddenly Simon Armitage? That's weird. I was gonna say something, but I've lost my train of thought. I think I don't really know why I'm doing this, to be honest.
We're just making sure that my laptop doesn't melt. That's the only reason we're doing tonight.
Well, I could have easily just ignored WhatsApp.
Nah.
I do, and it gives me
And had
so
a nice
much relief.
evening.
Yeah, I could have just eaten my body weight in Lynch chocolate. And I wouldn't have realised that I've got to spend more time trying to fix my fucking headphones tomorrow. But, that's fine.
Damn.
Yes, I saw Mike in the meat space last week. And he
I
did a
don't know how
couple
I
of.
feel about the use of meat space.
I
Like,
liked
carry
it
on.
when Adam said it in a German accent. It sounded like a Bond villain.
Das ist my meat space.
No, that made me uncomfortable in ways I can't calculate.
I have to say,
No.
Willkommen aus meinem meat space.
No, I don't want to be in.
the
No,
meat space is an
no,
excellent.
thank you.
Mein meat space ist verloren. Das ist verboten. Du hast eine kleine Hand.
Nine.
Yes, so I saw
Kleine
Mikey in the
Hans.
real world. Let's just move on from that.
In the meat space.
In the meat
In
space.
the meat space.
meat space, yeah.
And he did a couple of poems. And he did that wonderful thing that we all love, where he made himself laugh. And he's trying to do this set, and he goes, and it was a real shame because he managed to catch himself. And not lose it the way we all know he can, but because it is one of the most beautiful things on the planet is Mikey just losing it.
I just need to do something for Lloydie. He's put in the chat, which is my meat space brings all the boys to the yard.
No.
Cheers,
I don't
Lloydie.
like it.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Alice Class Justin. So it reminds me of
Oh no.
Alice Class.
And one of my favourite things about last Tuesday, that poetry gig that happened, was a woman on the front row unwrapped some tin foil and got her sandwiches out mid-poem.
Mid-poem.
Mid.
Oh.
Oh.
My kind of people.
Exactly.
Got to
like-
take snacks.
Yeah, like the only people who top those people are the people who start to crochet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Actually, Mike, you probably weren't aware of this, but there was a woman on the back row knitting.
What's her name?
Fiona. It's not my wife. My wife can't
Was she
knit.
a lesbian? Because we
No.
remember that the collective noun for lesbians is a knitting group.
No, it's wonderful because her husband does some gigs, and she always comes along and she just sits there knitting, and it's really, really sweet.
That's really wholesome.
And then she'll just sort of like we was doing a little kind of low key night thing that we do, and she's just there knitting away, and then there's just quite a bit of the night, and she just goes, "I've finished my bee," and he was
Oh,
like, "This is wonderful, it's brilliant,"
that's so nice.
and that's what gigs should be like. If comedy gigs were more like that, I'd probably still be doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't the problem, though, was it, Dan?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. There was a few other things, not least the fact that I'm not funny.
You're not
mean,
not
I'm-
funny.
I don't want to say that was a reason. Like there were others I'd have put before like anything around that.
Yes, maybe that's one for a future episode.
Yeah. The problems is stand-up comedy.
H has put in the chat, Mike, but I fear that. Well, don't fear. I feel this might be a story for a future episode. It's about
God.
telling everyone about Roger's wedding when you nearly made everyone cry.
Oh, yeah. That was nice. It was.
That was
That was
nice.
nice making people cry, was it, Mike?
Well, no, but it was like in a nice because so they very kindly asked me to write a poem for service, and yeah, it was less of a story, more of a sort of a point of interest.
So what was so lovely about the poem? Could you perform the poem for us, or would that be?
Well, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like,
Well, when they're not here, could there be
Yeah.
guests on a future show? Can we reenact it?
Get Haley and
No,
Paul in.
no. Adam and Hannah do improv. They can be the married couple.
No.
I'm trying to think how I would inhabit Haley. It'll take me some time.
No,
to
hang on.
get the
I'm being
character
Haley.
down.
Fuck off.
Oh, I want to be Haley.
Too late. You're Paul.
Fine.
Paul's
Well, we gotta wait
ecstatic
for me
about
to.
this, by the
We've
way.
got to wait for me to grow a beard, so we'll have to wait a few weeks.
Well, it was Roger's wedding in the chat.
The Rogers is their
Paul
surname.
Rogers.
Oh,
The
it
Rogers
was
wedding.
Paul Rogers and yeah,
Yeah, it's Haley and Paul.
He's highly important.
I wouldn't
I
know.
what
Like,
you mean
I
now.
wasn't invited like some people. So.
Just to alarm you, if you could finish this within the next 20% of my battery.
Well, it's nearly
wonderful.
9. If we do it for an hour and a half, I probably should wrap up soon.
Yes.
Because
Because
that means
let's
I
be
haven't
fair,
got,
we
that
haven't
means I
spoken
haven't
about
got to
anything.
journey over to the charge point, thereby giving you ammunition for taking a piss.
No, hang on. Why
Why
are you journeying over when you have helpers? Like you have
but,
you have some like stagehands that can do this, surely.
Get
Like
on the
this-
tannoy and announce that there will be the moving of scenery
Ding
to
dong.
stage right.
Act 2 beginners, please.
Molly,
Yeah, but,
Molly,
like-
can you get in there with an extension lead in a phone charger, please?
Look.
Molly.
I like to take the piss, but even I wouldn't like use literally over there. But in order to get over there, I'd have to put the phone somewhere else. So you'd either get a whole lot of face, or just like some.
All right,
Mikey,
I'll let you
Mikey, Mikey, does Ian McKellen plug in his own phone? No. Molly.
I want to see Molly army roll in the background,
Wearing all black.
wearing all black
and a little
and a
microphone.
head torch.
Yeah.
Because you know you got to see in the blackout,
Mhm.
like, and then crawl herself back, and then you just see hands just appearing like at the top as she plugs it in and then disappears into the darkness.
That's what we want, Mike. If you could just arrange for that. Okay.
Get on
good.
it.
I'm just waiting for the footsteps now.
And then a slap across the face.
Not telling your friends I'm a stagehand.
Mikey, they literally get funding for this, Mike. Sort them out.
I mean, that's true, but also, I'm slightly scared of Molly. We've been doing this long enough now, to be honest. And, it's been a long day, and I don't want to upset the apple cart as per.
Does she push you down a hill, Mike?
That makes sense.
Is that what she does?
No, because I actually have decent amount of charge enough for me to run away today. So actually,
How about that? He's away, Molly. Just wait. The battery will die out eventually.
No.
you say that these wheelchairs don't do a lot right, but they're battery power. Like it has you on. It's like it'll go down to it's like last 2 red bars, and then you'll think, oh nah, I'm done for here, and then suddenly it'll have what can only be described as a second wind. But you'll think, I ain't getting back home from here, and then somehow it'll power on like an Aesop's fable. Like,
The little wheelchair that could.
Aw.
and I'm really proud of it. I'm gonna have to write a play about it now, where I
Yeah.
anthropomorphise my own wheelchair, and
What would it call it?
well,
Like the brave
wait,
little toaster, but like the brave little wheelchair.
yeah.
Chuffing bastard wheelchair.
Oh my god, the wheelchair needs to be voiced by Sean Bean.
Beat, get out me fucking way.
Every time it goes down to
That's
2
all.
bars, bastard.
Charge me, you bastard.
Oh, shall we
What
wrap
a
this
place
up?
to end.
Yeah.
So next week.
Next week, we're back properly because my laptop hasn't melted, so that's a good start.
Oh,
So we're doing stories next week. Who's got a story?
oh shit.
Me?
I've got a story, and
I did have, but I've forgotten it.
I ran it past an independent adjudicator who said I had to tell it. But you're gonna think a lot less of me afterwards.
Oh, no, I can assure you, we can't.
Yeah, that was kind of what they said as well. Like, it's fine. You can't stoop any lower. So
but we're gonna
Yeah.
try.
Well,
Yeah, we're going to try. It might involve a
quick
PowerPoint
question
presentation.
before we- quick question.
Ooh.
Was the independent adjudicator also your cat?
No, because he would delight in that. No.
Jeff is still there.
I ran it past a valued member of the chat who will remain anonymous.
A valued member of the church?
Yes.
Yes.
Desmond
Wow.
Tutu.
I asked God, and he
Wow.
said, "Fuck it, why not?"
In terms of blurbs, Hannah Platt, that is arguably more enticing. Maybe the story, like, I don't want to prejudge. 'Cause,
Yeah, I think
like,
I've built it up a bit now. It's not as good as God turning up to tell me to embarrass myself in front of people for shits and giggles. But I will be doing that still.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
There you go. Come back next week and you might get a PowerPoint.
Yay!
And as we've discovered, what we saw earlier, the screen sharing works much better on this than it did on House
yeah, you
Party.
can actually
So,
still see us all.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is good. I'm glad you made it home safe, Mikey.
Yeah.
I am too. Now I'm gonna sleep.
I've
Yeah, I
never
also
seen
need to
anyone say the
snooze.
word sleep with such hatred. It's like, I'm gonna sleep.
Sleep. I remember sleep. I
Um,
think.
so
did
thank
I
you,
dream it?
everyone. It's been a lovely evening, hasn't it?
It's
Yeah,
been
it's
fine.
nice.
And
I've missed
it's
this.
nice to be back. But yes,
Been a
it's
good
going to be
hour.
Mondays from now on as well because
Four
4 of us are very busy on Tuesdays.
Which is a nice position to be in.
Do you
Step space.
remember?
Right.
Mm-mm.
Chat, thank you for being wonderful tonight. You've all been wonderful. They've been
Yeah.
It's been nice
thanks,
to have.
Matt.
So, at one point, we had 12 people in. I mean,
Yeah.
we're nowhere near that now, but we were.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did at one point. I saw that myself as well. Hmm.
very good. So yes, thank you for joining us. Shall we say ta-ra to everyone? Bye, everyone.
Ta-ra to everyone.
Bye.